Cheetahs are mammals, like humans, and the process of giving birth is similar in many ways. Female cheetahs typically give birth to a litter of 2 to 4 cubs after a gestation period of around 90 to 95 days. The birth typically lasts for a few hours. The mother will lick and clean her newborn cubs to stimulate breathing and remove the amniotic sac. It is common for cheetah mothers to move their cubs to a new den site after a few days to protect them from predators. The cubs will depend on their mother for food and protection for several months until they are old enough to fend for themselves. Today we'll tell you a story about cheetah named Milani who gave birth. Video left everyone astonished. Milani was one of the most popular animals at the Metro Richmond Zoo. She was playful and adorable, so when she fell pregnant, the staff knew they just had to record the heart-melting moment. Still, nothing could have prepared them for what they were about to witness. It was shocking that Milani was born in 2011 at the Metro Richmond Zoo to a caring and loving mother, so the staff hoped little Milani would inherit her mother's exceptional maternal instincts. Even though Milani's mother took good care of her, all the staff wanted to be around and care for her because of her sweet and rare personality. You see, female cheetahs are solitary animals except when rearing a litter, but Milani was slightly different. She would lay with everyone, including the other animals at the zoo. Being raised by the staff, she developed some emotional attachment with her carers and was always delighted to see them. She also loved to show off her excellent running skills even though she was just 2. She was faster than her age mates and some of the other cheetahs that were older than her. She is such an interesting and has a great appetite. Because Milani was sweet and lovable, the staff couldn't wait for her to start reproducing. We hope that her kind will also inherit her playful and living nature. Milani brought so much fun to the zoo. Most female cheetahs become sexually mature between 20 to 23 months of age. However, it was fast in Milani's case. She became sexually mature at 18 months. However, the staff decided to wait till she was a bit older before breeding her. Studies have shown that breeding cheetahs too young leads to lower breeding success, so when Milani finally turned 3, it was time to get her to start reproducing. Luckily for the staff, Milani didn't give them a tough time, and she wasn't quite as picky as other female cheetahs in the zoo. We were scared that we would have difficulty finding a suitable mate for her because that was the case with her mom. Although Milani rejected the first male introduced to her, she showed inheritance in the second one, a 4-year-old cheetah named Scott. Scott is a healthy cheetah who has never fallen sick and is quite playful and adventurous. In fact, we were really hoping she would choose Scott, and she did. He is just the perfect partner for her, and we couldn't wait to meet their cubs. Soon enough the duo was paired and bred, and the staff began to look out for pregnancy signs in Milani. It's pretty hard to determine whether a female cheetah is pregnant until at least 55 days into the pregnancy because they frequently exhibit pseudo-pregnancy, behavioral, and physical hormonal signs of pregnancy after mate, even if they are not pregnant. In Milani's case, the staff couldn't tell if she was pregnant, so they decided to do a pregnancy test, which came out positive. When the news of Milani's pregnancy spread, everyone at the zoo was overjoyed. They couldn't wait to meet her babies. The keepers and vets keep a 24/7 watch on her to ensure that she is fit and to prevent potential miscarriage. Yes, the test confirmed that Milani was pregnant, but there was a little twist. Milani didn't look pregnant at all. She looked tiny and didn't even have a visible baby bump. Because of her size, the staff felt that she could be pregnant with just 2 cubs, and cheetah litter ranges from 1 to 6 cubs. However, 8 cubs have been recorded, but it is rare seeing how small Milani was despite being pregnant. The staff made a bet about the cubs. She would have a few of them paid and give birth to 3 cubs, while most of them chose to well a little too thin. They know Milani would have her plans, and soon they would all be in for a considerable shock. Typical female cheetah pregnancy usually lasts almost 95 days, so around the 80th day, the staff began to make the necessary preparations for the cubs' arrival. They fixed up a place for Milani to give birth and started taking her there daily so she could get used to the place. The staff also set up a camera in Milani's labor room to capture the beautiful moment she gave birth. To witness the first moments of a cheetah's life is incredibly special, and watch our cheetah's family grow, play, and explore their surroundings. We hope the experience brings them joy and helps them feel a deeper connection to their vulnerable species. Another said, "It's thrilling and humbling to witness something as epical as an animal birth. Sometimes it can feel really dark and lonely, so we want the cheetah to provide moments of relief and inspiration from our nature." A few days before Milani's due date, the staff made sure she was well fed so she could have enough strength to sustain her during labor. In the wild, female cheetahs go hunting before giving birth for that reason, but luckily for Milani, she didn't have to go through all that stress. Finally, on September 19, 2018, Milani went into labor without wasting any time. She went to the room the staff had prepared for her and lay on the ground. She looked directly at the camera like she knew what it was for. As soon as she got it, she started looking for an excellent spot to give birth. Milani was in labor for a longer time than usual. The staff began to worry that she wouldn't be able to give birth on her own. Still, Milani would prove that she was up to the task. At 4:26 a.m., Milani gave birth to her first cub, and most staff thought she was done. How wrong they were. About an hour later, she gave birth to cub number 2 and began cleaning her babies, ensuring they were breathing. She was careful not to sit on them when the staff thought Milani was done giving birth. Well, the surprise was still ongoing. At exactly 7:22 a.m., Milani gave birth to a third cub. Just wow. None of us could believe her eyes when the third cub came out. We didn't expect it because she didn't look pregnant at all. It was such a beautiful sight. We were so emotional and couldn't hold our tears. Well, Milani still wasn't done yet. About an hour and 30 minutes later, Milani got up again and pushed out her fourth baby. Seeing this, the staff were speechless, but little did they know that what would happen next would have them screaming. At 11:34 a.m., Milani got up, and again when she did, the staff called. Was she about to give birth to baby number 5? They all wondered, holding their breaths. A few seconds later, Milani pushed out her 5th cub. As soon as she cleaned all her cubs, she laid down so they could suckle her strong and caring mother. Seeing Milani successfully care for this litter with confidence is very rewarding. Fortunately, all of Milani's offspring were offering, and they were all eating well. A few weeks after their birth, they opened their eyes and their appetite increased. The staff also waited for Milani to bond with her cubs before performing a health check and determining their sexes. Still, in the meantime, they closely monitored the litter via video feed. It is incredible knowing that we all thought she would only have 1 or 2 cubs, and she delivered 5 adorable cubs. Milani was in labor for a long time, but her little cubs were worth it. Let us know in the comments how you find this story, and if you want to watch such stories on our channel, because we keep telling stories on our channel. If you're going to watch such stories in the coming day, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when our next video goes live. See you in the next episode. Take care and have fun.